Hello, Bobcat fans. This is Timothy Worrells, one of the voices of the Bobcat Sports Live Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Kayla Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brick House Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats.
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elysia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics. Go Bobcats!
For the past 86 years, Radford residents have had a pharmacy that they can rely on not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house, medical supplies, and friendly advice. Business of the Year award winners Radford Drug on West Main Street has been that cornerstone for your community. So whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all.
Talk with Ameriprise Financial Advisors Mark Tapp and Keith Weltons about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach.
It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future as well as your wants and needs of today.
The Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor like Mark or Keith will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you.
It's what financial balance is all about. So call Keith
or Mark
today at 540-639-5153.
Our office is located at 202 3rd Avenue in Radford, Virginia.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Dynamic products backed by uncompromising service since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River Valley. 11 West specializes in screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. Let our graphic arts department create something really special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 639-9319 for the most professional way to display your company, club, or team. It's 11 West on New River Road in Radford, and 11 West wishes all area teams the best.
Hello, Bobcat fans. This is Timothy Worrells, one of the voices of the Bobcat Sports Live Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Kayla Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brick House Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats!
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elysia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics. Go Bobcats!
For the past 86 years, Radford residents have had a pharmacy that they can rely on not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house, medical supplies, and friendly advice. Business of the Year award winners Radford Drug on West Main Street has been that cornerstone for your community. So whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug, who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all.
Talk with Ameriprise Financial Advisors Mark Tapp and Keith Weltons about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach.
It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future, as well as your wants and needs of today.
The Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor like Mark or Keith will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you.
It's what financial balance is all about. So call Keith
Or Mark
today at 540-639-5153.
Our office is located at 202 3rd Avenue in Radford, Virginia.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Dynamic products backed by uncompromising service since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River Valley. 11 West specializes in screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. Let our graphic arts department create something really special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 639-9319 for the most professional way to display your company, club, or team. It's 11 West on New River Road in Radford, and 11 West wishes all area teams the best.
Hello, Bobcat fans. This is Timothy Worrells, one of the voices of the Bobcat Sports Live Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Kayla Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brick House Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats!
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elysia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics. Go Bobcats!
For the past 86 years, Radford residents have had a pharmacy that they can rely on not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house, medical supplies, and friendly advice. Business of the Year award winners Radford Drug on West Main Street has been that cornerstone for your community. So whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug, who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all.
Talk with Ameriprise Financial Advisors Mark Tapp and Keith Weltons about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach.
It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident.
Hello there, Bobcat Nation, and welcome back to another edition of Bobcat Sports Live. I will be your host tonight alongside a special guest. You know him as your assistant principal, but if you don't know, Cole Wilder has been calling on ESPN all year. He says only ESPN 3, but in my mind, he's on ESPN 1 all year long.
ESPN 3, ESPN Plus.
You're good.
ESPN3, ESPN Plus, although, when they go to ESPN2, they do bring in outside talent, It's kind of a drop-off in ratings, but I'm excited to be here with you, Michael.
Man, I'm super excited. When we got in contact with each other and you said, hey, I'm totally in to call this game with you, I couldn't have been more excited. And I hope you are at home. This is a true Radford legend, Radford University legend, knows the game very well. So you're in for a treat. Now, you will be here for the girls' game only.
I will be here for the girls' game only. I have a trip tomorrow to make for Charlotte, but don't worry. On the ride, I will be listening to the boys' game, listening to you, so no pressure. But I'm also excited. All year long you've been trying to get me on, but the agents just have not been able to connect the dots. And I said, you know what? It's the state quarterfinals. Forget the X's and O's. I'll do this for free. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, in fact, if you're not sure, a lot of this does come into the back end to the contracts. Cole's hard to get. I mean, his agent works very well for him. I'm going to have to get my own agent that way because I am definitely getting the raw end of this deal.
Yeah.
And so, but Cole, we are so happy to have you. As your Lady Bobcats are taking on the Gate City Blue Devils, I feel like Radford High School plays the Blue Devils in every sport, at every point, in the playoffs, deep in the state playoffs. This game's exciting. Both these Lady Cats scoring 50 points a game with the Blue Devils. They're going to score. They got a girl last year who scored over 2,000 points, who graduated, so a lot of talent lost. But they have 3 girls averaging 14 points a game, 15 points a game, and 12 points a game.
Yeah, Gate City's a lot like Radford. Radford, you lose some talented players. What do? You don't rebuild, you reload. And this is Gate City team that's in reload mode right now. Had a rough start to the beginning, but they went out. They got a challenging schedule and, got better as the year went on. So this is a huge matchup. You mentioned it. Gate City and Radford, you've seen, I would love to see the stats if you go back 20 years to see how often these teams in all different sports match up. You have Radford, Gate City, 2 of the premier Southwest Virginia teams.
Yeah, Gate City coming off a 3-point loss to the 4th best team in the state in their playoff, and they're actually right on that border. So they're playing tough opponents coming out of Tennessee and coming out of the deep south of Virginia. They have a tough schedule. They actually have more points than Radford coming into this contest, depending on their losses. So there seem to be a little bit tougher losses. You looked at in college basketball, Cole. If you're looking at maybe the SEC, you may lose some games, but it's a tough schedule coming out of the SEC. And if you play other conferences like, out west and the California teams, they're not playing as tough a schedule. So
yeah, and it's tricky in high school basketball and, in college sports, professional sports. You look at how they fared against common opponents. Radford and Gate City, to my knowledge, has one common opponent. That's Virginia High. Radford did lose to Virginia High in the Christmas tournament. Gate City last week beat them in the district tournament. But that's 2 parts of the season we're talking about. We're talking about, December to March and how much changes from December to March.
Yeah, a lot has changed. You see that all the time. Teams start off, and we'll get to that in the boys' contest a little bit later, but they face the team. They're going to face a team tonight that they've already beat by 20 points. So that's going to be an interesting contest as well. But this Bobcats team has kind of come into their own the last month. Lainey Klein now averaging 14 points a game, struggled at the beginning of the year. She's had 3 games in the last month where she's scored 20 points or more. Jada Dean averaging 7 points per contest, 3 assists and 3 steals. And then Gracie Connor, 40%, 9 points a game. She usually comes in. It's always a good night for the Bobcats if she can come in and knock down her first couple of shots from behind the arc.
This Radford Bobcat team has what you want if you want a team that's going to go deep in the postseason. Where does it start? It starts with good guard play. You mentioned it, Jada Dean, Haley and Hannah Witt, amazing players. Gracie Connor, who can knock it down no matter how close the opponent is. And then what else do you need? You need a inside presence. And it doesn't get much better than Lainey Klein at this level. When she's on top of her game, and I'm just going to say this, the rest of the season, as far as Radford goes, if she's on top of her game, she'll be the best player on the floor. So I think Radford has that good balance you're looking at. Gate City, on the other hand, has that balance as well.
Absolutely. In fact, as we get into Gate City, number 22, Braylon Steele, the junior, a great post player for them, loves to rebound, loves to go inside out. They love to put her at the high post. They like to throw it out. Well, why wouldn't you? When you got Macy Mullins averaging 11 points per contest, a senior, has over several games on the season with 5 or more threes, shooting 46%. 46% is insane. When you're talking about 46%, you're almost at 50. And to be honest, no offense to Gracie Connor, her 40% is more like 39. So
Absolutely. And you talked about me calling some college games. When I'm scouting a college game, I mark the elite shooters as somebody who's in that 37% or higher three-point shot. So to see a high school girl shooting 46%, that's unbelievable. Macy Mullins, I'm telling you, you better believe Timothy Worrells has talked about her. Macy Mullins, number 24. If she gets a shot off, you did not do your job on defense. I don't care how close you are, you got to take her out of the game.
absolutely, girls are going to be running. They've run 9 different defenses this season. They're going to run a box and one. They're going to run a 1-3-1, 2-3 zone, a 3-2 zone. This game is going to be a battle. The Bobcats have to battle. They have to dominate in the post, and they have to shoot from 3 all night long. So it's going to be a contest as we're getting ready to have our national anthem, to go over the starting lineups. So we'll be right back. Again, this is Michael Davis alongside Cole Wilder with Bobcat Sports Live.
Tonight's matchup features
Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Kayla Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brickhouse Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats.
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Elysia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics. Go Bobcats!
For the past 86 years, Radford residents have had a pharmacy that they can rely on not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house, medical supplies, and friendly advice. Business of the Year award winners Radford Drug on West Main Street has been that cornerstone for your community. So whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug, who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all.
Talk with Ameriprise Financial Advisors Mark Tapp and Keith Weltons about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach.
It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future as well as your wants and needs of today.
The Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor like Mark or Keith will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you.
And we're back with Bobcat Sports Live here. This is Michael Davis alongside Cole Wilder. Thank you so much for tuning in to the NFHS Network and Bobcat Sports Live as we're getting underway here with the starting lineups for both teams. The visiting team, the Gate City Blue Devils, number 1, Addison Gibson, number 14, Michaela Bays, number 22, Braylon Steele, number 23, Lexi Irvine, and number 24, Macy Mullins. Now leading off for your Bobcats, a senior, number 14, Jada Dean. At guard, a senior, number 22, Gracie Connor. At forward, a senior, number 30, Lexi Newcomb, in the starting lineup here for Brooke Phillips tonight. Number 34, a junior, Haley Witt, and the senior leading all scores for the Bobcats, number 40, Lainey Klein. Bobcats in their all home white here. Gate City in their grays and blues. I kind of like that gray offset, not black, not standard. It's kind of nice, mix it up. I'll give Gate City here, their guards are a little smaller guards, but their posts, number 22, Braylon Steele, and number 14, Michaela Bays. Strong bodies down low right now, Cole.
Absolutely, and when I was watching a little film on Gate City, the word that I wrote down for Braylon Steele was the enforcer. She's in there getting the rebounds, getting the blocks, and she can contribute some points in the paint. So I think that's going to be a good matchup to watch, Lainey Klein versus Braylon Steele inside. But how about this environment, the state quarterfinals? Let's do it.
That's what you asked for. As we're getting underway here. Officials ready, the teams are ready, and we are underway. Here we go. The tip-off, Gate City wins the tip. Number 23, Levy Irvine bringing the ball down the floor. Gives it up here. Number 24, Macy Mullins. Mullins back to Irvine from three, and that's good. So number 23, Irvine knocks down the first three-pointer of the contest. And the Gate City rolling off to a good start.
And again, I'm interested to see the composure from both teams. So this is a Gate City team that 2 years ago won the championship. Last year, they're runners-up. They've been here before. This is a Radford team where none of these players have played at this level. So you could see a little nerves here early from Radford.
Bobcats, Jada Dean attacks the paint, gives it up to Lexi Newcomb. And that's the kind of offense the Bobcats need. Inside, attack the paint. If they shift over, you have the open man, and that's what they do, and they score 2-3.
If you're going to play zone, that's what you can't do right there. You have to find her at all times. Macy Mullins knocking down the three-point. Looks like Radford's going to try to keep Gate City out of the paint and force them to knock down some threes, but you got to find the shooters and close.
Yeah, you're absolutely. They want to keep that paint clear from Gate City, but Gate City says, fine, if you want to let me take the three, we will. Gracie Connor tries to get to the cutter. Jada Dean throws it off. So a good hot start here for Gate City, up 6-2. If you were the Bobcats here, Cole, what would you do? You want to protect that three-pointer because they'll take them all day if you let them, but you also want to keep that paint clear.
Yeah, I think at this point, Coach Worrells, you better believe, has scouted this team. It's too early in the game to change what you're doing. You stick with the game plan for now. Now, if they knock down a couple more, you might look at switching it.
Yeah, I really should have knocked one down right there. Number 24, Mullins, just missed wide open. The Bobcats are going to have to effortly move around the paint. It's a big gym here. They played here last week, so they have a little bit of momentum coming in here. But the Gate City's trying to get it inside out at the high post. But if you're going to let them throw the basketball around and shoot wide open threes, they will.
Yeah.
Number 14, Michaela Bays gets the rebound here off the miss. So Gate City up 8-2 over your Bobcats. Full court press here now by Gate City. Bobcats get it across here. Witt picks up her dribble. Dean at the top of the key looking to set up. Gate City, a man-to-man defense here, wanting you to attack. They're going to let you until they can stop you, until you can score. They're going to guard you as Lainey Klein goes up for the shot and gets fouled.
And one thing we've already seen from Gate City is they like to play fast. If they get a stop on defense, you don't have time to be upset about your missed shot. You better get back because they're coming. I think the big concern from Radford right now is you have Macy Mullins, who we talked about shooting 46% from three. She's already got 4 good looks, and we're only 2.5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, if you're the Bobcats, you actually have to be happy that she is 1 for 4 right now.
Absolutely.
But with a 46% three-point shooter, that is just a blessing in disguise because eventually she'll start knocking those things down. And you can't allow that. Lainey Klein going 1 for 2 right there from the charity stripe. So Bobcats leading, or trailing 8-3.
Pace.
Into the corner, number 1, Addison Gibson attacking the paint, but stripped away by the Bobcats, Lexi Newcomb. As Jada Dean brings the ball down the floor, takes it all the way herself, and she's fouled on the shot. A lot of options there for Jada Dean, and she decides to take it herself.
And Jada Dean, a player that's, really improved, been on varsity since she was a freshman. And how about that? Coming down with the loose ball and taking it coast to coast. Let's see if she can knock down some free throws here.
Jada Dean's first shot up is good. Bobcats struggled early on in the season from the charity stripe, but have turned it on of late. Usually getting to the line about 15 times a game, or shooting 15 free throws a game. And as Jada Dean knocks down her second as well, so 2 for 2 right there. Bobcats 3 for 4 at the line tonight.
And here they come, Gate City again. You have to get back against this team. Even on makes, they can get the ball down the floor quickly.
Yeah, and that's not something you normally see.
Not at all.
Off a missed shot, sure. But with Gate City knocking down another three, number 23, Lexi Irvine, that's her second. She has 6 points. So Gate City up early, 11-5. Bobcats have to get back in transition.
And if you're Radford, you're fine. You're down 6, but, you know, at this level, you're not going to come in and just blow anybody out. They need to be calm, cool, and collected here.
Yeah, the Bobcats, though, haven't been down really in these state playoff runs so far. So I'd like to see how they're going to play from down as Jada Dean tries to get it down low to Lainey Klein as it's tipped out of bounds by Gate City. So it will be Bobcat basketball underneath the basket, checking in Hollybrook Klein for the Bobcats.
Hollybrook Klein, somebody that can bring energy and physicality off the bench. You got to think Coach Rolls has noticed the Bobcats have given up 2 offensive rebounds so far. Maybe she's coming in to put it into that.
Dean with the basketball at the top of the key. Lainey Klein setting the screen. They go over to Witt. Hannah Witt, who just checked in for the Bobcats, did get it down low to Lainey Klein as she takes a shot, and it will be missed. So it will be Gate City basketball as they inbound. And as soon as they do, they didn't even allow the official to get it. They're ready to go.
Yeah, not even waiting on the official. Again, that tells you this team wants to play quick.
Yeah, you see a lot of this in the college game, especially with teams like Alabama, Auburn. They want to push the pace. They want to catch you off guard, and that's what they're trying to do here. They're not going to let the Bobcats set up. They're going to move the basketball around the key, fast pace, fake a pass, make a pass, and they're going to whiff the ball around the floor.
And Coach Worrells has already made his first adjustment, switching to the 1-3-1.
Missed shot here by Gate City. Jada Dean fighting for a rebound, and they call a foul on Gate City. So 3 fouls to 0 in favor of your Bobcats. That foul was on number 3, Jaden Carrico.
And how about that? Jada Dean, you know, the point guard going up against Carrico, giving up a lot of height, but not afraid to go up there and battle for a rebound. And that's what you have to do. If you're not able to secure defensive boards, your guards have to get in there and help the bigs. And Jada Dean able to do that.
Dean breaking the press of the Blue Devils here, gives it up to Witt, Hannah Witt. 2 Witts on the floor right now, Lainey Klein, Jada Dean, and Hollybrook Klein for the Bobcats. Lainey Klein, pump fake, attacks the basket, spin move. Shot is up and good. Bank shot good for Lainey Klein. Good drive, good spin, and Lainey Klein now has 3 points.
Great move there by Lainey Klein. Jada Dean close to taking the charge on the baseline, just a hair too late. Again, that's what you see. This has a college game feel, the way they're able to push the ball up the floor. Again, like you said, even on a made basket, they're down the floor in 4 seconds.
Gracie Connor checking in for the Bobcats, as well as number 1, Addison Gibson, and number 14, Michaela Bays for Gate City. 11-7 is your score, so Gate City went inbound underneath their basket, setting the screens, trying to get it down low, but it's tipped by the Bobcats. It will go out of bounds, and it should be Gate City basketball, as the official needed some help on it. But Gibson will inbound. Excuse me, they switched it up on me. Irvine will now inbound the basketball for Gate City. Get it in, no rushing. But one thing I'll give them credit for, they move the ball very fast. As soon as someone catches it, they're throwing the ball. If you can move the basketball around the floor without even having to get it to the high post, you're in pretty good shape.
How about Lexi Irvin almost knocking down her 3rd three-pointer? Again, getting way too many comfortable looks. The Bobcats are going to have to communicate and find those shooters.
Still with the basketball, gets it to Gibson in the corner as Hollybrook Klein hustles and taps it out of bounds right in front of the Bobcat bench. And that's actually what she gives you. That's why she's been inserted more. 6th Player of the Year mentality for Hollybrook Klein, the sophomore. Didn't play a whole lot at the beginning of the year, but has earned her spot in this rotation with her hustle.
And Hollybrook Klein's a different player in that she's the one player when I coached her, she actually dived on the floor too much. And there it is again.
Yeah, Irvine with another 3. With the zone the Bobcats are running now, every time they get sucked in, they have to bring someone almost across the floor right now to guard the wing. And they can't do that. They are giving these shooters too much time. It'd be different if it was one shooter. It'd be different if it was two. They have 3 shooters at all times on the floor that can knock down the 3.
And you can still defend shooters in the zone, but you can't do it without communicating. You got to know who are the non-shooters that we're not closing hard at and shade to the shooters. Radford again fine. 2 minutes left in this first quarter.
Coach Whirls over at half court trying to call a timeout.
What's his vertical lead? Did you see that? I think it's close to 40.
Well,
which makes you wonder what he had in his prime.
I mean, back in the day, who knows? As we're going to take a quick commercial break here, but Coach Whirls, furious, finally gets the timeout.
Patrick K. Moore, PC, is a well-established law firm located in Radford and Blacksburg that provides a wide range of quality, cost-effective legal services to clients throughout the New River Valley area. Patrick and his team strive to meet the legal needs of individual clients and their families and of small businesses by offering personalized service that allows them to understand each client's individual goals. They always begin with a free consultation.
And we're back. Bobcats trailing 14-7. Cole here, the Gate City's lighting up here, and Lexi Irvin, we know they could shoot threes, but she has 3 threes tonight so far. Does that kind of surprise you a little bit, or did you see that coming?
That does not surprise me at all. Again, basketball runs in her family. Get this, her dad, Stacy Irvin, scored 2,687 points, was the VHSL all-time leading scorer for a long time until that record was broken. Her uncle Chad hit the game winner in the 1993 state championship. Her great uncle Greg was the head coach at Gate City. Her cousins Luke and Zach were both the state player of the year, and we all know Zach Irvin had over 2,000 points and is now tearing it up at Elon, so not surprised. Nice to see her making a name for herself, not living under the shadow of her family, because sometimes you see that when, in your family, people have really, put up a bunch of records, but she has come out tonight gunning. Radford going to have to find a way to slow her down tonight.
Yeah, between you and me, I kind of hope she cools down here a little bit and doesn't make these shots here. Jada Dean with the basketball in the paint comes up to a fantasy of trees here for Gate City, and here they come, pushing the pace, attacking the basket in transition. Just can't get it to go, but number 14, Michaela Bays, cleans up the trash. She has 4 points, and Gate City leads 16-7. Bobcats down early in this contest. Look flustered on offense and defense.
And again, down early, down 9, but we're still early at this point. This is when everybody's saying just calm down. Calm down. Let's make plays, get good shots, and get stops on defense. You're not going to get all these points back at once.
As the Bobcats turn the ball over. You're absolutely right. You're not going to get all these points in one time, but if you're a Bobcat, they have not been down in this state run so far by by more than 5 points. So this is a unfamiliar territory. And with Gate City being here before, first time the Bobcats have been at this stage in 11 seasons, it's got to be an interesting feel right now.
On the other hand, in Gate City's last 2 games, they did have, fairly significant leads that dwindled away and ended up being tight games. So definitely a team that if Radford just keeps doing what they know they can do.
As Witt steals the ball for the Bobcats. So this is what they need right here. They got some stops on defense, as she may get a violation. Almost didn't get across the line right there. As Gate City's wanting a push-off here, Jada Dean will be fouled. So number 1, Addison Gibson fouls Jada Dean, and the Gate City bench not liking it.
Not liking it. Both the Radford and Gate City fans have traveled well. Even though we're here in Roanoke, it seems like, this is a game taking place in far southwest Virginia. Love the environment. If you're Radford here, you got to settle down and get a good shot here.
Gracie Connor with the basketball for the Bobcats, bringing it up the floor here. 16-7 your score. They get off to Laney Klein, but I will give credit here. Number 14, Bays, pushing Laney Klein back behind the three-point line as she comes across the floor and gets a steal. They're not letting Laney Klein catch the ball inside the paint. Gate City attacking the basket as this official looks like he called a foul on the floor about an hour before the shot. So it will be...
It's going to be less than a second here. So if you're Radford, you're defending the paint. Not fouling.
As I will say, the digital clock. So this is interesting. Most clocks, and it looks like they fixed it. The digital clock and the score clock at the top were different. One had 0, one had 0.9.
As a Radford fan, we will take whichever is less.
I agree. Inbounding right here, catch and shoot, no good. That was probably best case scenario for Gate City.
Great execution, just weren't able to finish it.
As we're going to the end of the first period, Bobcats trailing 7-16. Gate City rolling here in the first period. Again, this is Michael Davis alongside Cole Wilder here on Bobcat Sports Live and the NFHS Network. We're going to hear from 11 West.
Dynamic products backed by uncompromising service since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River Valley. 11 West specializes in screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. Let our graphic arts department create something really special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 639-9319 for the most professional way to display your company, club, or team. It's 11 West on New River Road in Radford, and 11 West wishes all area teams the best.
And we're back here. Michael Davis alongside Cole Wilder here. We're sitting mid-court here, and Bobcats are trailing 7-16. Gate City had a fantastic first period. Cole, if you're Coach Worrells, what are you going over in that huddle there at the period break?
I think I'm just telling everybody to just take a deep breath. You know, this is the state quarterfinals. Like I said, you're not going to come in and blow anybody out. When I was a member of Radford and we won the Big South Championship, we were down 13-0 to start the game. You know, you're not going to get it all back at once. What are you trying to do? Every possession, we're trying to get stops on defense and get good shots. You're not going to make every shot, but if you get good shots and take care of the ball, you're going to climb back into this thing. The one thing Radford can't do now is get frustrated.
Yeah, I will give – you're right, and there's a lot of game left here. We just started the second period. Bobcats on defense now. There's a lot of game left. You can't get it all back at once. You got to ticky-tack your way at it. As Gate City, number 22, attacking the paint here. Steele gives it up to number 24, Mullins. Mullins in the corner from three, no good. Gate City, but rebounded again by number 14, Bays. As Gate City finished it up here, 18-7, and they put a man-to-man press on.
Coach Worrells did shift to a man-to-man. The defense so far really, hasn't been that bad from the Bobcats. Where they're getting hurt is, finishing with the stop. It doesn't matter how good you play on D. You got to come down with the glass.
Jada Dean attacking the paint, gets her shot swatted here, and here comes Gate City in transition. Good defense by the Bobcats, but corner shot is no good. Good look there by Addison Gibson in transition. As she actually gets a steal, they try to pass it to Jada Dean. As she pokes it away, gets a steal, goes up for the shot, and she's fouled. So Gibson misses the shot, but good effort there as the Bobcats just weren't ready.
Absolutely, and if you're Radford, you have to find a way to just start clawing at this thing. You got to get the ball in the post, get some good shots, but turnovers right now starting to become an issue for the Bobcats.
Addison Gibson knocks down her first free throw as Lexi Newcomb and Brooke Phillips coming in. I was unsure if she was going to play today. She was a game-time decision. She was not feeling well this morning. Some would say Jordan flu game. She's got to have a good role here for the Bobcats coming off the bench now. She's could be, with Lexi Newcomb and her on the floor, could be the rebounding battle you need, especially with Lainey Klein.
And Gate City switching to that full court pressure. I kind of like that because, if you can beat it, you're going to have the advantage as they do here. Great pass.
Lainey Klein passing it down low to Brooke Phillips. Brooke Phillips getting it to go. That's what they did on the first possession here once Gate City was guarding them the same way. So if they can continue to do that and they can get stops on defense, as Gate City poke the ball, it should be Bobcat basketball, and it is. So Bobcats with two stops here, if they can score here, they're only down, a few possessions.
And so we talked about Radford with the confidence being down 11 early, but you got to flip it around. If you're Gate City and you've been up by a lot and that lead starts to dwindle away, you get a little tight. So if Radford can continue to beat this press, they're going to get good shots. They have the numbers again.
Brooke Phillips brings the ball down the floor. They break the press here. She kind of stuck in no man's land here as they get it to Lexi Newcomb at the mid-range here in the corner. Brooke Phillips sets the screen for her. Gracie Connor now hasn't been able to get any looks here for the Bobcats. If they can get her to get some threes taken, as she does take one, Gracie Connor knocks it down. That's what we talked about. They get some stops, and they get it to the shooters.
That was a three-point bucket. I'm giving 2 of those points to Gracie Connor and 1 for you for jinxing it, saying that she hadn't got a shot. I'm telling you, Gracie Connor's somebody. If she can get the ball off, it's going in.
Gibson with the basketball, trapped in the corner here by the Bobcats. Guarded by Brooke Phillips, wanting a 5-second call. Don't get it here as they give it up. Number 23, Irvin from 3, no good. And it's rebounded by Lexi Newcomb, and a foul on big number 40, who is actually not even on my stat sheet. Oh, she's not on my stat sheet.
And do you hear the momentum in the building is changing, the Radford fans getting into it. And how about Lexi Newcomb? Lexi's a player that I like. She's not going to flash in the block score. But what she's going to do is she's going to come in and give you energy. She's a tough player. There, not only does she have a good physical box out and get the rebound, but she draws the foul.
Bobcats get it in. Gracie Connor, full court press here. Reminds me of West Virginia. They'll press you all night long, try to get you off your game here as the Bobcats have to get it across. They do. Hannah Witt dribbling, spins around, gives it off to Laney Klein in the corner, not known to shoot threes, but Gracie Connor wheel from 3, no good. That would have been a big bucket for the Bobcats, but down 20-12. Here comes Gate City from 3. Bang, number 23, Lexi Irvine with her 4th three-pointer of the contest. She has 12 points of 23 for Gate City.
And that's where, if you're Radford, you got a great look with Gracie Connor. It didn't fall. What do? You got to get back. You have to find her. Everybody on the floor should be screaming, find 23.
Lexi Newcomb sets a screen for Witt, who attacks the paint, tries to get it off to Klein, and it's tipped out of bounds as Gracie Connor will go to the bench. And in comes Dean for the Bobcats, as well as Addison Gibson. Only has 1 point on the contest, but running the offense very well here for Gate City early on.
See Laney Klein here at the high post. You got to think this is going to be something to her coming down.
They do get it to her as she dribbles. Shot is up and no good. 3 defenders on Laney Klein right there. She tried to draw the foul, but good defense. They stood their ground. And here comes Gate City. Number 23, Irvine, attacks. Left hook scoop shot is good. Or no good, excuse me, but she'll go to the line.
And on that one, Coach Worrells, I think right now is getting on his players a little bit. It looked like half were in man-to-man and half were in zone. Got to communicate that.
Irvine to the line for the first time tonight. First free throw's up and good. So Gate City getting a lot of good looks offensively and getting to the line tonight as Brooke Phillips checks in here for the Bobcats. Hannah Witt will go to the bench, and Irvine will knock down her second free throw. She has 14 points as Jededian brings the ball down, gets it to Laney Klein. Laney Klein stops. Half-court pass over to Newcomb. Newcomb setting the screen for Laney Klein. She attacks the basket to her right. No good, but a block is called on the shot, so Klein will go to the line.
Laney Klein, a player that can score in a variety of ways. She's pretty good on post feeds, but she's also good on the wing when she has a slower defender. There you see Laney Klein able to get to the rim, beat her defender, and draw the foul off the second defender. Big free throws here.
Laney Klein knocks down the first free throw. I'd love to see the Bobcats get it to Laney Klein in the high post. The one thing it gives you, Gate City has to close in on her because she can either dribble right or left. They have to close in on her. It gives you an opportunity to move the ball outside, inside-out game a little bit, knock those threes down, or it gives Laney Klein a good look at the basket.
Michael, you are exactly right. As Laney Klein hits the second free throw, when she touches the ball, good things happen. Even if she doesn't score, like you said, the defense has to respect her, and that might open up some things for these shooters for Bobcats.
Bobcats down 11, 25-14 your score. With 4 minutes ago in the first half, Gibson with the basketball dribbling. Bobcats now in a man-to-man. So haven't played a lot of man tonight as they shifted. The zone is allowing Gate City to get some threes up. So they shift out, and Lexi Newcomb gets a steal, and here come the Bobcats. Witt gives it up to Klein. Klein attacks, and a block will be called here on number 1, Addison Gibson, who had to just pick up the ball. No, excuse me. That was on 24, Mullins. My bad.
And how about Lexi Newcomb again? They have a rule that usually the first person to the floor comes up with it. Michael Davis reminding the officials that it is 1-1. And this is a big story right here. 3.5 minutes left. If Radford can continue to attack, they're going to be going to the line. And if you're Gate City, you have to be thinking, every time we foul, we're putting them on the free throw line. Do we back off a little bit on defense?
Laney Klein, first shot is up and no good. Gate City rebounds. Mullins bringing the ball down the floor, and here they come. Transition, and that goes in. Number 3, Jaden Carico with her first field goal. So that just like we've talked about all game, even off makes, the transition for Gate City has been spectacular.
Yeah, very impressive for Gate City. The ability off a missed free throw to get the ball down the court and turn that into a 2-on-1.
Laney Klein at the top of the key, dribbling, being guarded by Bays. Gives it off to Brooke Phillips to Jada Dean. Jada Dean's shot from 3 is no good, just short, and it's rebounded by Gate City. And this is the thing about Gate City. No matter who catches the basketball, they're out running, and here they come. Shot is up, no good, and it's rebounded by Laney Klein. Laney Klein gets the ball poked away as she's called for a travel. Laney Klein, the post player, bringing the ball all the way down the floor, and she got caught in trouble. So Coach Worrell's going to take a timeout. We will as well, and hear from our leading sponsor here at Bobcat Sports Live, Mullins Funeral Home.
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats.
And we're back here. Michael Davis, Cole Wilder, 27-14. Man, Cole, this is awesome. We're sitting midcourt here. This is an environment. This is a state playoff environment. Boys come and play right after this. Gate City traveled well. Your Bobcats traveled well. This is the mecca of high school basketball, and this is what I love to see. This is a great place to play.
Absolutely. I love the facility here, here at Roanoke College, a perfect venue for this type of game. And, man, shout out to both Radford and Gate City for traveling. Again, Radford certainly with the bigger crowd, and you have to think that has to do with both the girls and the boys playing tonight. But got to love it. This is a night, win or lose for both teams, they will remember for the rest of their lives.
Gate City, Jaden Carico to the free throw line, and she was fouled. So 7 fouls for Gate City and 5 now for the Bobcats. Shot is up and good. She has 3 points now. As Hannah Witt will check in for Gracie Connor. I know it's hard to force shots here, but I would love to see Gracie Connor get a couple more shots here if she could come back in after a quick 30 seconds rest. But they have to get into the shooter's hands. You can't score it all at once, but threes would definitely help. As Carico misses, so she goes 1 for 2 right there at the line.
And one thing Radford has not been able to do is get offensive boards. Gate City, it seems like when they miss a shot, they get the ball back. Radford's going to have to find a way. If the shots aren't falling, that's okay. Just go get the ball back and put it back up.
Yeah. Gate City here in a man-to-man. A zone defense as Jada Dean splits the D, attacks the basket, but can't get the finish there.
That fast break.
Gate City. Carico attacks the paint, gives it off to number 22, Steele, and she's fouled hard on the shot, so she'll go to the line here. That was on Jada Dean. That's her second personal foul of the night. 16th foul for the Bobcats.
And now Radford in a similar situation. Next foul sends Gate City to the line. So you got to be careful. Don't want to give up easy buckets.
Subbing in for the Bobcats, Lexi Newcomb and Hollybrook Klein. As Jada Dean will go to the bench, as well as Brooke Phillips. number 1, Addison Gibson, and number 14, Bays checking back in.
Last 2 minutes of the half, big here for the not the Highlanders, the Bobcats. Obviously you're not going to get it all back at once. Right now what I'm looking for is to see if some momentum can go Radford's way, and it doesn't look like it's going to go there with another turnover forced by this Blue Devil defense.
As it looks like number 40 here is checking back in for Gate City. And she'll give Bays a very respectful rest. She's played very good rebounding. And that's what I talked to Coach Worrells before this game. I said, what do you have to do? And he said, simple. We have to try to out-rebound them, and we have to out-physical. And those 2 check boxes are going to go to Gate City in this first half. They have just out-hustled, out-rebounded, and out-willed their opponent here in this first half. They've gotten the looks they've wanted. They played their style tonight so far. A lot of game left, but Gate City rolling here in this first half. Gate City still with Irvine. Gives it up to Gibson. Gibson attacking the paint here. Gives it off number 24. Mullins now attacking off the screen. Shot is up and no good. Good shot, but the Gate City gets the rebound. Can't finish the follow. So here comes the Bobcats.
And that might have been the best defensive possession tonight from the Bobcats. What do? They have Macy Mullins who's lining it up. They close hard on her, make her a driver. That's not what she wants to do. Holly Brook able to come down with the board. Again, Gate City really extending that pressure, forcing another turnover.
Yeah, I will give Gate City credit. They have bigger guards, lanky guards. They're giving this Bobcats backcourt all kinds of fits tonight, as it looks like the Bobcats, Gracie Connor will check back in, as well as Jada Dean for the Bobcats.
We have 1 minute and 3 seconds left here in the second quarter. If you're Radford, you're thinking this is probably going to be, 2 possessions both ways. So get 2 stops and 2 good looks, get some momentum to carry over, and regroup in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, one thing I do believe they need here in high school basketball is a shot clock. As a shot is up, so missed by Gate City. This is perfect. Bobcats trying to push the pace in transition, get it up to Lainey Klein. Lainey Klein now to Witt. Bobcats looks like they're going to take the last shot if they didn't hurry. 37 seconds. But a shot clock would be good. Chris Paul says they can get a 3 for 2, which I've never heard of until the other day, similar to a 2-and-1. Lainey Klein attacks the paint off the feed from Witt, and she gets it to go. So that's what the Bobcats needed. She has 6 points, and the Bobcats down 16, 29, 20 seconds. Gate City going to take the last shot. Gate City dribbling the basketball at the top of the key, number 24, Mullins. Mullins dribbles to the left, 11 seconds. Mullins, Gate City setting the screens all the way across the paint here. Mullins attacking to her right. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Gate City, number 22, Braylon Steele, and that's the best outcome there. 2 for 1, Gate City, but a Bobcats injury here at the horn. It looks like Witt, number 34, Haley Witt, no points tonight, will limp off the floor. Walsh checking on her best crew in the town, but Bobcats getting rolled here, 29-16, as we'll be right back with your halftime stats. This is Michael Davis, Cole Wilder, Bobcats Work Live.
Hello, Bobcat fans. This is Timothy Worrells, one of the voices of the Bobcat Sports Live Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Kayla Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brick House Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats!
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Alicia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics. Go Bobcats!
For the past 86 years, Radford residents have had a pharmacy that they can rely on not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house, medical supplies, and friendly advice. Business of the Year award winners Radford Drug on West Main Street has been that cornerstone for your community. So whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all.
Talk with Ameriprise financial advisors Mark Tapp and Keith Weltons about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach.
It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future, as well as your wants and needs of today.
The Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor like Mark or Keith will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you.
It's what financial balance is all about. So call Keith
or Mark
today at 540-639-5153.
Our office is located at 202 3rd Avenue in Radford, Virginia.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Dynamic products backed by uncompromising service since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River Valley. 11 West specializes in screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. Let our graphic arts department create something really special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 639-9319 for the most professional way to display your company, club, or team. It's 11 West on New River Road in Radford, and 11 West wishes all area teams the best.
Hello, Bobcat fans. This is Timothy Worrells, one of the voices of the Bobcat Sports Live Network. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Mullins Funeral Home and Crematory, Davis Attorneys, Brad's Barbershop, 11 West, Dr. Bart Eastwood of Sideline Orthopedics, Dr. Caleb Mullins from Fairlawn Family Dentist, Sweet and Savory Donuts and Bagels, Ameriprise Financial, Radford Drug on West Main, and Brick House Pizza. Because of these Bobcat supporters, we are able to bring you all the action when life doesn't allow you to be here in person. Thanks, everyone, and go Bobcats!
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford, located right across from Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats!
Step foot inside Brad's Barber in Radford and you'll be transported back to a time when men were men and getting a straight razor shave and a haircut was something that mattered. With no appointment needed, Brad's welcomes you with walk-ins only. Brad's Barber would like to introduce their new stylist, Alicia Blankenship, to the team. Reach out to Brad's at 838-2109. That's 540-838-2109. Brad's Barber is a proud supporter of Radford High School athletics. Go Bobcats!
For the past 86 years, Radford residents have had a pharmacy that they can rely on not just for medication needs, but even for items around the house, medical supplies, and friendly advice. Business of the Year award winners Radford Drug on West Main Street has been that cornerstone for your community. So whether it is a question about your medication, hardware you need around the house, or even a Mother's Day card, come see the folks at Radford Drug who are proud supporters of Radford High Athletics. For more information, call 540-639-3996.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all.
Talk with Ameriprise financial advisors Mark Tapp and Keith Weltons about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach.
It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future, as well as your wants and needs of today.
The Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor like Mark or Keith will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you.
It's what financial balance is all about. So call Keith
or Mark
today at 540-639-5153.
Our office is located at 202 3rd Avenue in Radford, Virginia.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Dynamic products backed by uncompromising service since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River Valley. 11 West specializes in screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. Let our graphic arts department create something really special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 639-9319 for the most professional way to display your company, club, or team. It's 11 West on New River Road in Radford, and 11 West wishes all area teams the best.
And we're back here at your halftime break. Bobcats trailing the Gate City Blue Devils 29-16 as we're going to go over your halftime scores here. Bobcats with 16 points here. Brooke Phillips with 2, Jada Dean with 2, Gracie Connor with 3, Lexi Newcomb with 2, and leading for your Bobcats, Lainey Klein with 7. Over to your Blue Devils, Gibson with 1, Carico with 3, Michaela Bays with 6, Macy Mullins with 3, and leading all scores in this contest with half of Gate City's points, 14. Lexi Irvine killing it from 3, had 12 points off the three-point line tonight and knocked down 2 free throws. This has been all Gate City here in the first half, and Bobcats have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and, these are two very different teams. This is a Radford team who, over the last 3 or 4 years, this kind of core group of players has been moving up, getting better each year. And a Gate City team who, 2 years ago won the state championship. Last year they were runners-up. Lost Sarah Thompson, who's now really doing very well as a freshman at ETSU. Radford, probably had a little lighter non-conference schedule. Gate City went around and got beat up, and sometimes as a coach, it's good to send your team out there and let them get beat up because when you get to crunch time, that pays off. I will say, though, I don't know how much this means. I'm one of the old school people who I look at warm-ups, and warm-ups tell me something. Radford just had a really good warm-up coming out of the half. They look like they've put the first half behind them, and they're ready to go. Let's see if Gate City has an answer.
Well, look, that's all you can do. And when you get to the state playoff, it's win or go home. You may never – we talked about Gate City winning a state title not too long ago, coming back, rebuilding. Not all teams get that luxury. It's not every team is a Kentucky of the world, the Dukes of the world. You have to fight for every point and every inch on the floor. This Bobcats team has a lot of work to do, but you may never get this opportunity. It's been 11 years since they've made it to this point before this year. It may be 11 more if they don't, rebuild. So
I think programs like Radford, like Gate City, those traditional powerhouses across all sports, they take it for granted getting to the state quarterfinals. Most teams right now, what are they doing? They're playing softball. They're playing baseball. They're playing soccer. These two teams have at least one more game here tonight, and they're going to see if they can keep it going. So there's nothing to hold back here. You lay it all on the line, give it your best shot, and whatever happens, happens.
Gate City starting with the basketball. They move the ball around and get it down low to Michaela Bays in the post as she knocks it down. So good start for Gate City as they're going to drop back here in man-to-man defense here. 31-16 your score. Dean gets it to Gracie Connor from 3, and it's no good. Good look by Gracie Connor. That's what the Bobcats need. I know it didn't fall, but that's a good look for her as the Bobcats come back on defense.
So you're wrong there, Michael. That wasn't a good look. That was a great look.
Oh. You know what? I will say, though, the three-point line is moved up here. They're shooting. She shot that behind the college line. If she'd moved up a little bit, maybe that could have gone in.
And that happens when you have high school players that play on college courts, is even though they are aware that they can shoot from the closer one, it's just kind of a mental thing. You see that line and you step back. But you know Gracie Connor, it doesn't matter where she's at. If she's across half court, she can light it up. But Gate City, again, with another bucket, scoring on back-to-back possessions to open up the half.
Yeah, this is what they're going to do. When you play zone against Gate City, they're going to shoot the three. When you play man-to-man, they're going to get down in the post and they're going to score. They're mixing it up here on the Bobcats. The Bobcats are trying to answer with changing their defense, but good change-up by Gate City on offense. This is a chess match, and the Gate City Blue Devils are winning that chess match tonight.
Well, I see right now, Gate City has certainly changed their defensive approach. I think now that they have an early lead, they've backed off. We're not seeing that pressure we saw in the first half. So will that allow Radford to get some, rhythm on offense, get comfortable?
Lexi Newcomb with the basketball, gives it up here to Lainey Klein in the corner. Up to Jada Dean. Dean attacking with her left hand. Gets it to Gracie Connor from three, and it's no good. Good, strong rebound by Gate City. Bays. And here they come in transition. Number 24, Mullins attacking as a foul is called on the floor. So it will be a foul called on number 34, Haley Witt.
And that's the best you can ask for the Bobcats on offense, an open look for your best shooter, Gracie Connor. Unfortunately, it doesn't fall, and that's where offensive rebounding becomes so critical. Every shot's not going to fall. You have to get some second chance opportunities. Great effort play there by Lainey Klein. It looks like it's going to be Radford ball. Again, one thing I'm liking, Michael, is I'm not seeing panic from Radford. We just saw that last possession was incredibly patient, which is fine. Settle down. It's still a lot of basketball to be played here at Roanoke College.
Yep, but at the end of the day, Cole, between you and me and everyone listening, Bobcats got to score. Gracie Connor from three. Bang! And that's what they need. Gracie Connor knocks it down. Hey, still 19-33, but you got to start scoring sometime. That's a good look.
And I absolutely love that from Gracie Connor. What will a lot of high school girls do? They miss 2 threes. They'll be afraid to shoot it. Not this girl. And you better watch out. She's over here on the left corner. If you can swing the ball, she's going to get another open look.
Hannah Witt from three. Bang! And that's good. Hannah Witt knocks it down. So 2 3-pointers in a row for the Bobcats. 22-33. Bobcats with a little bit of momentum. Still down 11. But they have 2 stops and 2 threes. That's a 6-point swing. Can they get another?
And just like that, offense is clicking now. But what do you have to do? You have to stay balanced on defense.
Gate City looking to answer. Gibson attacking the paint. Gets it out here. Number 14, Bays. Bays with the ball over her head. Gets out number 23, Irvine from three. That's a good look for the Gate City. And here comes Bobcats. Gracie Connor from three is no good. And it will go out of bounds for the Bobcats. That's a good look in transition. Gracie Connor is going to come off the floor.
Again, it's a great look. Gracie Connor can get the shot off. It's a great shot. She's getting a well-deserved rest. Now, if you're Radford, this is where you want to be. You're back in this thing now. 11 points is nothing as long as you are getting stops on defense. Offense is clicking.
Yeah, and another point in Bobcats' favor, Bays has to go to the bench. Gibson has to go to the bench with rest. So if you can out-rebound Gate City here with Lexi Newcomb on the floor and Lainey Klein, as Jada Dean playing good defense here on number 24, Mullins, as she has to give it up in the corner. Good shot by Gate City. The Gate City ripping down the board, and here they come. Irvine
Great
attacking,
steal.
stolen away by Jada Dean. Jada Dean gives it up to Witt, attacking. Shot is up and blocked. Big, strong block by number 3, Jaden Carrico. And she walks back, gets some high fives from team, says, hey, this is what I do.
Great possession there on Radford. In that situation, if you're Haley Witt, it doesn't matter. You're either going to score the ball or it's going to go out of bounds and be your ball off a block shot. Great play by Coach Timothy Whirls. Unable to finish inside. Looked like a lot of contact there, Michael Davis.
I'm biased here. Bobcat Sports Live. Lainey Klein was getting housed right there. They were all over her. As she gets a steal, though, in the paint. So good coming off that possession. Gets back on defense. And Lainey Klein bringing the ball up the floor for the Bobcats. She picks up her dribble. Good defense by Gate City. They get it back to Lainey Klein in the corner. Hannah Witt from three. Good! Witt! 3 3-pointers in a row for the Bobcats, and Gate City has to take a timeout. They take a full timeout. Bobcats down birdie three. Bobcats coming back here, 29-16 at the break. 3:39 to go in this period, and the Bobcats are got some fight, Cole, and we're going to come back and hear from Mullins Funeral Home after the Bobcats got fight right there.
Dynamic products backed by uncompromising service since 1978. That's 11 West in Radford, with more years of experience than anyone in the New River Valley. 11 West specializes in screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. Let our graphic arts department create something really special for you, and there's specialty products to choose from too. Phone 639-9319 for the most professional way to display your company, club, or team. It's 11 West on New River Road in Radford, and 11 West wishes all area teams the best.
And we're back here. Bobcats scored some buckets here. 9 points here. 9-2 run for the Bobcats, 33-25. The third quarter statistically is their best period of the ball game, and it's showing right now. Bobcats fans on their feet. You made a good point in the break, and I'm going to let you do it. Gate City changed it up. What'd they do there out of the halftime break to allow the Bobcats to get back into it?
So what we're seeing from Gate City right now is in the first half, they just dominated with that intense pressure, whether it was in the half court or the full court. In the second half, they have, played much softer, and it seems to me as if they're trying to protect the lead. But once they've dropped the pressure off, then Radford has been comfortable on offense, and man, if you're Radford, get another stop there. Oh, it was close, about an inch from going out of bounds with Brooke Phillips playing pretty good perimeter defense.
Gibson with the basketball at the top of the tee, gets it up to Carrico. Carrico calling out plays they're trying to get it down low to 14. Bays in the paint as no fouls called, so it will be Bobcat basketball. Gate City wanted a foul call, but went with no call, and Jada Dean will check in.
And look at this, Gate City continuing to back up. At some point, if you're Gate City, you have to think about the pressure, because I'm going to tell you what, Michael, if they keep dropping back and sinking in, these shooters from Radford, and there's a bunch of them, are going to light it up. And don't forget about Laney Klein inside.
Hannah Witt bringing the ball down the floor for the Bobcats. They're setting the screens for Gracie Connor. Gracie Connor gets it, looks to take the shot, but good defense on Gate City, sniffing that one out as Dean sets the screen for Witt. Witt picks up her dribble in no man's land, gets up to Laney Klein as a foul will be called. Lexi Newcomb gets the ball on the interior. Big number 40 knocks it out, and it will be a foul on Gate City. That's her third foul of the contest. Between you and me, Cole, I do think they bring her in to play a little tough defense, as she has 3 fouls and comes out.
And sometimes you need that tone setter.
You have to.
And look for a 3 in the corner here from Radford.
Bobcats get into Laney Klein at the high post. She attacks. Good, strong defense there by Gate City as Laney Klein comes up soft with the shot. No good. So it will be 33-25, 2:33 to go in the period. Gate City gets it down low but turns it over as Lexi Newcomb gets a steal in the paint, and Hannah Witt will bring it up for the Bobcats.
And as good as the Radford offense has been, the defense has been better. And right now you see a little frustration foul there from Gate City.
Yeah, that foul was called on
Radford here in the second half.
That foul was on Carrico. That's her second foul here. That's a second team foul as number 24, Mullins, will check in for Gate City. So Jada Dean will bring the ball up the floor, dribbling to her right as Laney Klein gets the basketball behind the three-point line as Lexi Newcomb will get it.
And they have her on the block.
She gets it. Shot is up and no good. Tried to come back to her left hand. Faked to her right, came back to her left. And Gate City, good defense. And here they come in transition. Gate City moves the ball across the floor, gets it down low to Bays. Bays gives it up to number 3, Carrico, and she attacks and she's fouled.
Another thing we haven't seen from Gate City in the second half is that transition offense we saw earlier, much more patient. If you're Radford, I really do think you have Gate City right where you want them. When you're a team that gets out to a big first half lead and you see that starting to disappear in the second half, you do seem to be a little tighter.
Carrico's shot is up and no good, as she is 1 for 3 from the line tonight. Checking in is Haley Witt and Hollybrook Klein for the Bobcats. Carrico takes a shot here. It's up and no good. A big, strong rebound by Bays. She gets to go up over Hollybrook Klein, knocks Hollybrook Klein down to the floor, and it looked like Jada Dean wanted to call a timeout there. I'm not really sure. They didn't give it to her. I don't think she needs it, but Bobcats now down 10 again, had it to within 8. And here come the Bobcats here. Witt attacking, gives it up to Jada Dean at the high post. Jada Dean dribbling to her left. Good defense by Gate City as a travel is going to be called on Jada Dean. A little frustration, but that's a good call. But Bobcats have to move the basketball. A lot of times teams will dribble basically for no reason, and Coach Cormany preaches on that. If you're not dribbling with a purpose, don't dribble at all, just pass it. Bobcats get stuck there.
I think you read Coach Timothy World's mind there. You see him yelling, move the ball on the sideline.
Looks like Haley Witt will be called for a foul, little check foul.
Not a bad foul. Looked like it was going to be an open layup there. And this is where if you're Radford, like you said, the last couple games they've, not had to battle back. Do they have what it takes here to battle back? Can they stay mentally tough, mentally composed? We're seeing it so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Yeah, I got it within 8 there, and Gate City has answered pretty well from then as Laney Klein tips out of bounds off the inbound. But it seems like that 8 points, if they can get it to around 6-5, it'll be a little bit better. But 8 points is a lot in basketball. They're down 10 now with 1:13 to go in the period, and Gate City has the ball inbounding. They get it into Gibson. Gibson dribbling to her right, gives it up to 22. Braylon Steele, and another foul is called. So these officials went from no fouls to a lot of fouls, and here we go. Gate City will inbound. 4 fouls for the Bobcats, 2 fouls.
If you're Radford, obviously you want to claw back as much as you can. At the end of the day, with 4 minutes left, as long as you have this thing around 7 or 8, that's a 3-4 possession game. You have a chance. They got to keep it there, give themselves a chance down the stretch to make some plays.
Gate City turned the ball over uncontested. They would have had a wide open layup there.
Play there, just poor execution. And Radford again a chance to finish the quarter out strong. 1 minute left. Down 10 to see if they can keep that momentum. What you want is going into the fourth quarter. That's a big timeout. That's a big huddle. You want to have the momentum your way. And, good decision by Gracie Connor there not to put it up.
Hannah Witt with the basketball, dribbling at the top of the key. Gate City defending. They're putting this pressure back on, this man-to-man pressure, as Jada Dean will get the basketball. But number 1, Addison Gibson, is called for a foul. So that's her second foul of the contest. Three fouls here for Gate City in this half. So Witt will inbound to Dean. Dean dribbling to the right side of the floor, taking her time here. Bobcats 38 seconds. I think they're going to take this last shot here. And if I'm the Bobcats, you either do one of two things. You get it to Laney Klein in the high post or Gracie Connor from 3 as Laney Klein gets it, dribbles off her foot, picks it up, gets it to Jada Dean in the paint. Laney Klein with it, loses it, and here comes Gate City, 20 seconds. Gate City pushing the pace. Gate City, Gibson, shot is up and no good. Missed a wide open layup as Lexi Newcomb gets the rebound, rips it down. Here comes Dean. Dean attacking, poked away by Gate City. Actually, the best thing for Radford is that Gate City poked it away there. 9 seconds, they'll inbound.
You mentioned it earlier. There was 40 seconds on the shot clock. It looked like Radford was going to hold for the last one, and that's one of the issues with not having a shot clock is you can do that. Now, definitely 9 seconds. You do not want to shoot this ball with more than 3 seconds on the clock.
Dean inbounding, try to get it to Laney Klein, but great defense by Hayes. Here comes the Knights, 2 seconds. They get a shot up and at the buzzer, should be no good. That wasn't even close to good. Am I crazy? That was an hour after the horn.
Can we go to the cameras there? That did look a little late.
That wasn't even close. That wasn't close. That wasn't close. They count it. It will be a bucket for Gate City. Even the Gate City radio guy here, we talked to him. He knows it wasn't good. But, hey, Bobcats get it. Bad call there by the official. And, again, I apologize. If you're listening on NFHS and you're Gate City, you're thrilled. But I work for Bobcat Sports Live, and that wasn't even close.
I will say I'm proud of your neutrality tonight. You've done a good job, Michael.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I know you're, stronger at this, working for Radford University, working for ESPN all those times. You have to be.
Sometimes we get fussed at, by the
I believe it.
The big wigs up in Connecticut. I hope they're not listening right now.
They're not.
Okay, good. So I can say whatever I want to.
Yeah. No, you're doing a great job. We do appreciate it. Again, this has been a great contest, back and forth. Bobcats trailing 37-25 at the end here. As we're just going to stay on here. But, Cole, if you're the Bobcats down 12, what do you got to do? That's a tough break there. They will start off with the basketball, but down 12.
You have to play through adversity, Michael. This is a Radford team that adversity is not something new to them. A call doesn't go your way. Oh, well, what do? You make the next play happen. And, again, 12 points, sounds like a lot, 8 minutes. It's really not that much. We saw Radford put up 6 points in the span of 20 seconds. You just got to stay patient, get stops, and get looks for your shooter again. Gate City doing a better job of closing on Gracie Connor there. She thought she was going to get a shot up, wasn't able to. We are seeing Gate City extend this pressure a little bit more as well.
Yeah, this is what they did in the first half a little bit as Lainey Klein attacks the paint here. Tries to go up and gets it to go. So Lainey Klein saying, look, I'm just going to put the Bobcats on my back right now and attack the paint. So she gets another shot here. She has 9 points on the contest. Bobcats get it within 10, but here comes Gate City. They're looking to attack the paint. If they get wide open threes, great, but they're looking to attack the paint. They're looking to take off 30, 45 seconds, even a minute off. They're not going to take a bad shot here as they're going to make the Bobcats play full defense here.
Which, you do want to do situationally, but again, Gate City's a team that in the first half, I was incredibly impressed with their transition offense. So for Gate City, playing slower is not something they're necessarily accustomed to, but they did a great job there. Patience, after about a 45-second possession, finding a wide open player underneath the basket.
Jada Dean dribbling the basketball for the Bobcats. Comes back, gives it up to Hannah Witt. Hannah Witt attacking, shot is up. Might have got away with a travel there, but it will be a shot foul. So Witt will go to the line. No, I thought he called it a shot foul.
I think they're still trying to figure this out. He says 2 shots.
2 shots. Nobody was at the line, but here comes Witt to the line now. So 4 fouls apiece for both teams. As Hannah Witt will knock down the first of 3. So
Radford has been pretty good from the line tonight.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 free throw.
Ooh, that's the announcer.
You said it, not
right
me,
there.
man. You brought it up.
I just said they were good from the line. I didn't.
So I shouldn't have said anything else. Is what you're saying. Bang! Witt knocks it down. 2 for 2 right there. As Haley Witt checks back in. Hannah Witt's played a lot of game minutes tonight as Brooke Phillips checks back in as well for the Bobcats. But here comes Gate City. Bobcats down 10, 6.5 to go. This is where you make your money here. If you're Gate City, you either close this game out or the Bobcats will creep back into this thing. They were known to. They did at the beginning of the third, but Gate City has done a fantastic job holding off the Bobcats.
Yeah, basketball is a game of runs. It started off all Gate City. Then the third quarter started off all Radford, and Gate City has come back here and steadied things out. Who can ice it down the stretch? Will it be Gate City or will Radford claw back into this thing?
Gate City attacking here. Number 22, Steele, gives it up to Bays. Bays setting a screen for Gibson. Gibson attacking. Bobcats thought Witt got all ball, but it will be a foul call on Haley Witt. So that'll put Gibson to the line. I think that's her 4th personal foul of the contest. Gibson knocks it down.
And when you're down in the fourth quarter, really foul trouble goes out the window to me because you're already down. You play your players that you need out there regardless of the foul situation. Yeah, 5 minutes. You might give her a minute or 2 break. Big free throw here from Gate City. Let's try the jinx. They've been good, too, from the line. Didn't work.
Addison Gibson has all of her points tonight from the free throw line. She has 3. 41-29. Bobcats have to start their run now, in my opinion. But Gracie Connor on the bench as Gate City tips it out of bounds. As the Bobcats have to have a scoring answer here. Average 50 points a game, 14 points a quarter. just held to 30 points in this contest, technically 29, as they get it into Lainey Klein at the high post. Lainey Klein with the basketball, haven't dribbled yet. She finally does. Attacks the right side of the floor. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Dean, and Dean puts a shot up, and she'll go to the line.
So Michael Davis, basketball genius, is this the time of the game where, on made baskets you think about pressing? Down 12, not a team that presses a lot, but at some point you do have to speed this game up and try to generate some offense, maybe on the defensive end.
Sure, I would look to, but the thing about Gate City is they work in transition. That has been actually the best part of their game tonight, is in transition. So sure, if you can make them turn the ball over in the press, that would work great. I would look, if I'm the Bobcats, maybe to let a little trap. Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking here, is if they can, you can, in a false sense of security as they bring the ball in, a little trap, never hurt anybody, as Gate City puts in some subs. But what do you have to lose? Bobcats down 11 here. You have to get the ball back at some point. There's only so many possessions left as Jada Dean knocks down both free throws. So she's perfect from the line tonight, 4 for 4. Here comes Gate City in transition. We talked about it. Gibson gives it down low to number 40. Shot is up, and she's fouled. So that's a 16 foul for the Bobcats. So one more foul by Radford. They'll be at the line the rest of the evening.
And Gate City there, not slowing it down, pressing the ball, getting a quick shot. But if you can score, why not?
As number 40 misses, so, if she misses, as it looks like Lexi Newcomb will check in here for the Bobcats. I actually like this move by Coach Worrells. Lexi Newcomb gives you a lot of hustle and a good rebounding prowess for the Bobcats, and that's what they have to do. They have to win the rebounding battle here in this fourth period because Gate City has dominated from the boards. I actually wish I would have checked it as Hayes tips it out, and it will be another Gate City rebound.
That's the second free throw, Michael, where, Gate City has missed and Radford has come down with the offensive board.
Gate City gives it up to Gibson. Gibson attacking on the right side of the floor. Carrico with it.
Oh.
Got away. There we go. I didn't know. I was about to throw my pen.
Michael, I saw you already throw your pen.
Oh, excuse me. 41-31.
Don't worry, your wife is several seats away. I don't think she saw it, and I won't tell her.
I appreciate that. As Bobcats,
you already have a little drama going on with the whole gum situation.
Yeah, if we're catching you up here, my wife, who, by the way, I graciously dropped off at the door, even though I had a lot of equipment to carry in, so she didn't have to walk up the hill, was very upset with me that I didn't bring the gum in. Jada Dean with the basketball, dribbling at the top of the key, gives it up to Brooke Phillips. Brooke Phillips gives it up to Lainey Klein, who attacks the paint. Shot fake, dribble drive to the right. The Gate City puts up a wall as Jada Dean rips down the board. Smallest girl on the floor. Good hustle by Dean, and she'll go to the line.
That's something Jada Dean has never been shy to do, is go in there and battle with the trees inside. And if she can get two here, then Radford again, staying within striking distance. And that's what I said, Michael. Radford has to find a way when shots are missed to get extra possessions.
Dean knocks it down. So Gracie Connor, the three-point shooter for the Bobcats, coming in off the bench now. She has 6 points on the contest. She's 40% from three, but Gate City, what I feel like, has three 40% three-point shooters as Jada Dean knocks it down. She's perfect from the line tonight. 33-41, 8-point ball game. They got it with an 8-point before as Gate City looking to answer here. 4:30 to go in the contest. Gate City, Mullins dribbling the basketball, being guarded by Jada Dean. Dean giving up the floor. Bays with the basketball. Gate City going to take as much time off the clock.
Unless it's a wide open layup, you're not going to take a shot here. They're going to milk this thing down.
Gate City. Now, they did this a few minutes ago as prevent defense.
Here comes the trap that you talked about.
Gate City gets the ball away. Number 24, Mullins, gets it down low to Hayes. Hayes gets the point to go. Coach Worrell's frustrated, but here comes the Bobcats down 10. They have to get a score here, in my opinion. 3:50 to go in the contest. Dean dribbling the ball up the floor. Gives it over to Hannah Witt. Hannah Witt, not a lot of time left for the Bobcats. Down 10. Lainey Klein at the high post. Shot fake. Turns around. Gives it up. As poked away by Hayes for Gate City. as it looks like a timeout will be called by Gate City. That's actually beneficial for the Bobcats, in my opinion.
If I was Gate City, what I would have done, if you want a timeout, that's fine. Get the ball across half court. That, prevents.
Yeah, because
I think if you're Coach Rolls right now, 3.5 minutes, 10-second or a 10-point game, no shot clock. You have to provide a little pressure. Yeah, not quite to the point where we want to foul right away, but you're going to have to get some type of pressure. Get some extra possessions somewhere.
Well, yeah, and if you're Gate City, you're sitting pretty up 10. They've already taken a lot of time off the clock, a lot of missed possessions here. The Bobcats got it 37-25 here at the break, or at the third period break. They were down 7-16 at half. So the Bobcats have clawed back in this contest. But you're right. With 3.5 to go, no shot clock, Gate City's not going to shoot it unless you give them wide open lane.
And another issue, I think, if you're the Bobcats is who are you going to foul on this Gate City team? They've been lethal from three, so you have to imagine if they shoot that well from three, if you put them on the free throw line, they're going to be even better. So, again, I think the option here is trapping, try to get a steal. Fouling now is the last resort once you've had a trap or two.
Yeah, you're right. They have been pretty good from three, but if you look at the free throw shooter that I'm fouling, it has to be Caruco. She's 1 for 3 from the line tonight. Everyone else is perfect. Now, but with that being said, I bet she's really a 78% free throw shooter, and we just don't know about it. 3.5 to go. Caruco with the basketball at the top of the key. Inside-out weave here for Gate City. They're going to just move the basketball. They're going to send cutters. They're going to get the ball at the top as Jada Dean putting the pressure on, but Gate City attacks the paint here, gives it off to Hayes, as she's going to dribble the ball out of bounds. So that's best-case scenario for the Bobcats, down 10.
Yeah, great defense there again. Radford being patient, didn't go with the trap, but I like it. They sat down and got to stop, but now you have to press it a little bit on the offensive end.
Yeah, you don't have to rush a shot, but you have to get a good look.
Yes, you can't afford to have, a 40-second possession.
Laney Klein attacking the paint. Shot is up and no good as Laney Klein. Bays has been fantastic for Gate City tonight on the post defense as they call a foul on Jada Dean. And so that'll be a 1-and-1. Coach Worrell's asking for just a similar call here as he felt Laney Klein got hacked on the shot on the other end. And then they're going to call a touch foul on this end. So number 24, Mullins, will go to the charity stripe as Jada Dean will come off. Haley Witt comes in. Coach Worrell's pleading with his team to just box out and rebound.
Again, it's looking good for the Blue Devils, but Radford still, mathematically alive here. There are scenarios where, if Gate City misses free throws and Radford gets some three-point attempts, they have a chance, but it has to happen now.
Gate City misses the free throw, and here come the Bobcats. Hannah Witt bringing the ball down the floor, gives it up to her sister Haley. Haley dribbling to her right. Bobcats wanting to move the basketball. Witt attacking, gives it out to the shot. Laney Klein got away with a walk as Witt from three, no good. Rebounded by Bays, and here comes Gate City. Gate City, if I'm them, I pull this out, and they do. Gate City, 2 minutes ago in the contest, looking to close this out. Bobcats can't get a score on offense, and Gate City going to take a minute and a half off this clock if you let them. Gate City with the basketball, dribbling Gibson. Gibson gives it up to Steele. Steele over to Irvine. Irvine with the basketball. That's Mullins with the basketball, attacking the paint. If I was Gate City, I wouldn't even taken a shot, but they get it back.
They get it right back.
1:50 to go in the contest. Actually, Coach Housewright was furious. They even took the shot there as Bays with the basketball in the corner.
And here's another shot attempt maybe.
As the Gate City almost turned the ball over, Lexi Newcomb will be called for a foul. So it's a 1-and-1. So if Gate City can miss here, as they've been pretty good from the line tonight, but it is Gibson, and Gibson is perfect 3 for 3 so far.
The issue there was Radford gave up about 45 seconds, and at this point of the game, 45 seconds is huge.
Well, 45 seconds at this point is 2 possessions. That means you have 2 possessions left in this contest as Gibson knocks it down. And this is, a lot of time.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of time, but not really.
And you got to think this shot goes in. Now it's a 4-possession game with all threes. So I do think Gate City's kind of to the point where if they can get one more bucket, it might be enough.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Cole, as Caruco checks back in here for Gate City. Gate City will take their second free throw at the line. It's no good, but rebounded by Caruco. Bobcats getting out hustled there, and so the Bobcats will have 130. You either choose to foul or just play defense. 131 as Jada Dean fouls. Coach Rolls actually wanted a foul there, as Dean does foul. I believe that's her fourth personal foul of the contest. So 1:30 to go. Bobcats down 12. We'll send Gibson back to the line. Perfect 5 for 5 from the line.
And wow, I believe that's now 4 offensive rebounds at the free throw line for Gate City tonight.
We talked about the difference as Gibson misses her first free throw of the contest. 1.5 to go. Coach Worrells takes a full timeout. I believe that is his. He has 2 timeouts left in the contest. We'll take one as well and just hear from Mullins Funeral Home before this game is going to conclude. This is Michael Davis, Timothy Worrells. 1:30 to go, and here is Mullins Funeral Home.
Hey, this is Eli Mullins with Mullins Funeral Home in Radford. Sonic on Main Street, where we've been doing business for almost 100 years. We're thankful for the continued support of the people of Radford throughout all these years, and Bobcat Sports Live for allowing us to be there with the Bobcats when our schedules don't allow us to be there in person. Good luck and go Bobcats.
And we're back. Bobcats, Gate City, 44-33. Gate City leading pretty much wire to wire in this contest. Bobcats fought back a little bit in the third period, but Gate City shut it down. They got it with an 8, but that's been the biggest difference here, in my opinion, Cole, the rebounding.
Absolutely. Radford has really, I think, played very good defense tonight, but very good defense has to end with a defensive rebound, something Radford's not been able to do. Doesn't matter how great you are defensively if you can't come down with the board. Now, Radford going to have to play with pace, and you're really looking for threes at this point.
Gracie Connor, they look to set the screen for her. Gate City fighting through those screens and calls her off here as a touch foul is going to be called on number 24, Mullins. So Bobcats trying to get those threes, but Gate City has played really good defense, especially here in this second half on Gracie Connor from 3. She got a couple early, but they've shut her down ever since.
Absolutely, and I do think Radford has come out, we talked about in the second half, how are they going to respond? They responded fantastically. They came out in battle, but at the end of the day, down the stretch, Gate City has just made more plays.
Yeah, Bobcats 12 for 13 from the free throw line tonight as Witt makes that one. So 13 for 14. They've done exactly what they wanted to do at the free throw line tonight, averaging about 15 free throws a contest as they've knocked them down, but down 9, 35-44. Bobcats looking to set this trap here as they're trying to foul, and Lainey Klein will be called for a foul there. She has to foul, as that is the 19th foul for the Bobcats 59 seconds ago. 10th team foul, excuse me.
I'll say right now, it is a 3-possession game. If Gate City misses both of these, there is still a path to victory. Maybe. Getting a good look of the Virginia High team here.
As Gibson misses, so she's missed her last 3 free throws in this contest, which means she'll knock this one down.
And if you're Radford, if this ball does not go in, you push it down and get a good look from 3, and it's missed.
Gibson missing her last 4 free throws.
Oh, we got a shooter open.
Witt from the corner, no good. And it's tipped out of bounds by Gate City. So it will be Bobcat basketball. That's a lucky break for the Bobcats.
And I'll tell you what, Radford executed that perfectly, just unable to make the basket.
Bobcats get it into Witt. Witt back to Hannah. Hannah attacking as shot is up and good. As she gets that one to go, Hannah Witt with 4 points now as the Bobcats need to foul here. 38 seconds to go as they do call a foul. As they, I'm not sure if Coach Rose wanted them to foul early, set a trap. I'm not sure, but you have to foul.
And the tricky part there was great finish there for Radford, get the 2-point bucket, but the only way it's a 3-possession game is by threes at that point. And there we see Jada Dean checking out of the game for the last time. She's been a rock, 4 years on the varsity program, Michael Davis.
Yeah, she's given her heart and soul to this program as she does check out with her 5th foul tonight as Brooke Phillips will come in for hers. But good effort by Jada Dean tonight as the free throw is made by Mullins. As Witt will come off the floor for the Bobcats as well.
Again, Michael, nothing to be ashamed of. I think, at Radford, at Gate City, you get spoiled and you take for granted making it to the state quarterfinals.
Witt brings the ball down the floor, gives up to Phillips. Phillips back to Witt. Hannah Witt attacking. Shot is up and no good. As a good, strong rebound by Bays. As Bobcats still looking to foul, and they do. 20 seconds ago, Bobcats down 8.
I think Coach Rolls wanted to get everybody in this game, maybe sub out some of these seniors.
As Caruco will go to the free throw line, shooting 2 here with 20 seconds to go. Hats off to Gate City. They've done a fantastic job tonight. They came in, wanted to push the pace, wanted to out-rebound, wanted to out-hustle, and they did that tonight. They really set the tone. They're coming off a championship a couple seasons ago, rebuilding, and they've done exactly what they wanted to do.
And this isn't a team that I'd be shocked if you told me they were going to run the table after this game. I think they have good balance on both sides. Hats off to the Blue Devils from Gate City. They've come in and, they've definitely earned a big victory here.
Laney Klein scoop shot goes. And that's the last possession for the Bobcats. So Gate City will get the win, 47-39. Great game for Gate City. Hats off to them. Tough loss for the Bobcats. It's been 11 years since they got back. They have 6 seniors on this team and just came up a little bit short. Bobcats lose to Gate City, 47-39.
Yeah, great all-around game again. If you're Radford, proud of these seniors. They've really battled and built this program up, left it all out there tonight. They did not roll over when they were down 16 early on, were able to claw back in the game, and you hate to see it, but again, these are the type of things that, build character as a person.
I think you're absolutely right, and good luck to Gate City. They will play Monday. I don't know where they're going to play, but I assume they will host because they're coming out of this side. Maybe not. It depends on who wins on their side. I'm absolutely wrong about that. So the Bobcats go off the floor. The Gate City gets a standing ovation, and good play by both teams tonight. Cole, thank you.
More than I was this year. If my agent, I'm just going to say forget my agent. Deal directly with me next year, Michael. That's the problem. You try to do it the
right way?
The right way through the agent. You should have come straight to me.
All right, I'll throw it out the window next year. Gate City gets the big win over the Bobcats, 47-39. Cole will be with us basically all next season is what you heard at Bobcat Sports Live. But he will be busy calling real collegiate games. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We couldn't be here without you all. Thank you so much if you tuned in on NFHS Network. Thank you so much if you tuned in on the Bobcat Sports Live Network. Remember, it's always a great day to be a Bobcat. God bless and good night. We're just a few moments away, 30 minutes in fact, from your tip-off. Bobcats boys will play the Virginia High School. Good night.